Good morning, class. So let's start with the grammar, some basic grammar. Okay. What is a sentence? Sentence is a group of words which makes complete sense. Okay. A sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense is a sentence. Okay. Sense is the keyword here. Sense is the keyword here. What do you mean by sense? Sense means a sentence which gives a complete information. Okay, to the reader. So, for example, birds fly. You can see a birds fly. In this sentence, it is a sentence. Okay, it has a subject plus and verb. So uh, a complete sentence should have at least a subject and a verb. Okay, so in this sentence, birds is a subject and fly is a verb. Okay, this makes it a complete sentence and which gives a complete sense to the reader. Okay, now example 2, it is a good school. It is a good school. School is also a complete sentence. Okay, here it is a pronoun. It is a pronoun which works for school subject. Here a subject is school. Okay, and this it is works as a pronoun for this noun. Okay, now is a verb. So it is a complete sentence which gives a complete sense. Now the next example, the children of that school are good runners. Okay, in this sentence, the children of that school are the group of words which acts as a subject in this sentence. Okay, are is a verb here. Okay, so this sentence also have subject plus verb. Okay, and syntactically it is correct. Okay, syntax. What do you mean by syntax? Syntax is a rules. Syntax are rules which are adopted in English language to write a sentence in a proper way. Okay, like uh, like we write I go to school. Okay, so syntactically it is a correct sentence. Okay, subject come first, then this whole part is a predicate. Now here is a verb. Now noun is here. Okay, so this is a complete sentence. Okay, now the next example, example 4, uh, I highlighted it right in the red color. I just go to for walk. Okay, this sentence is syntactically wrong, and it is a senseless. It does not give complete information, and it looks vague. It looks vague. Okay, because it is syntactically plus it is a senseless sentence, so it is not considered as a complete sentence. Okay, let me write erase this. Okay, so we now know the what is sentence. Okay, okay, now we move further. Now parts of sentence. What is parts of sentence? A sentence can be divided into two parts. Okay, sentence has two parts, which are subject and a predicate. Okay, uh, let's move to next slide. Okay, now in this table you can see a subject column and a predicate column. Okay, I separated these, subject and a predicate. Now in this sentence, birds fly. Birds is a subject. Okay, birds is a subject and predicate is fly. So we can say that verb is a part of an predicate. Okay, like in this sentence, Mohan is an engineer. Mohan is a subject here and is an engineer is a predicate part, and verb is a part of a predicate. Okay, so always remember verb is a part of predicate. Okay, now the president of India has arrived at the function. In this sentence, the president of India has arrived at the function. The president of India is the subject here, and has arrived at the function is complete a predicate. Now in this predicate we have verb here has arrived. Okay, now the next sentence, the boy loves to play cricket. This boy loves to play cricket. Okay, So the boy here is the subject and loves to play cricket is the predicate. Okay, and verb loves is a part of this predicate. Okay, the words in subject are subject words, and those words underlined in predicate are verbs. Okay, so I have underlined the verbs here. You can see. Let me erase this. Okay, so these underlined words are verbs. Okay, which is a part of predicate. Now the subject of the sentence usually comes first, but occasionally the predicate precedes. So usually we know that subject comes first. Okay, and after that predicate. Okay, so predicate follows the subject. But in uh, in other cases, there are conditions when predicate precedes the subject. Okay, for example, down went the Royal Francis. So in this sentence, down went the Royal Francis. Okay, the Royal Francis subject here, and this part is predicate here. So we can see the predicate precedes the subject. Okay, okay. Is there any doubt? You can ask me in the comment section. Okay. Now the exercise. Underline the subject parts in the following sentences. Okay. This is a small exercise. Underline the subject parts. Okay. So in these are the sentences given, and we have to underline the subject. Okay. So in this first sentence, the bus arrived late. Okay. We can see the bus arrived late. So what is the subject here? Subject is the thing which we are talking about. Okay, so the bus, here we are talking about the bus. Who arrived late? The bus arrived late. So okay, so the bus is the subject here. Okay, and this part is predicate, and we can see arrived is a verb which is a part of predicate. Okay, now in next sentence, he was the captain of the cricket team. Okay, he was the captain of the cricket team. We can see that we are talking about he, a person. Okay, so he is the subject here, and was the captain of the cricket team is the predicate part. Okay, and was is the verb which is a part of a predicate. Okay, now in a third sentence, birds of the same feather flock together. It is a idiom. Birds of the same feather flock together. Okay, so we are talking about here birds. Birds is the subject here. So flock together. Okay, so the whole sentence, a group of words, here group of words, birds of the same feather flock together. Okay, so these are the group of words here act as a subject in this sentence. Okay, and flock together is the predicate part. Flock is a verb. Okay, so birds of the same feather. It birds of the same feather, it is defining the birds. Okay, so this of the same feather means birds of same type. It is a more defined. uh, it tells about the subject in a detail. Okay, now the next sentence, the prime minister with all his cabinet members has submitted his resignation to the president. So in this sentence, what is the subject? Can you identify the subject here? Can you? In this fourth sentence, the prime minister with all his cabinet members. Okay, so it is a group of words up to here. Up to here we can see that this whole group of words act as a subject of this sentence. Okay, and the remaining part is the predicate. Okay, and we know that has submitted is the verb here, which is a part of predicate. Okay, predicate. Okay, I hope you understand the subject and predicate. Now you can identify the subject and predicate by looking at the sentence. Okay, now moving to the next slide. Okay, Now here is the exercise 2. Now here is the exercise 2. Underline the predicate part in the following sentences. Here we have to identify the predicate part. Okay. In sentence 1, the college is equipped with world class facilities. Now what is the subject here? The college. We are talking about the college. And the remaining part is the predicate. Here is the answer of our question, is equipped with world class facilities. This is the predicate part of this sentence. Now he is suffering from a fever. He is suffering from a fever. We are talking about he, which is a person. Okay, here is, this is the subject in this sentence. Now the remaining part is the predicate. Here is the answer, is suffering from a fever. Okay. Now next sentence, they are coming shortly. Here we are talking about they are coming shortly, and they is the subject and are coming shortly is the predicate part. Okay. Now in next sentence, the prime minister and the members of the club have been discussing the issue since morning. So what is the predicate here and what is the subject here? Can you identify? Now we are talking about, first identify the subject here. What we are talking about, the prime minister and the members of the club have been discussing the issue since morning. Okay, so the prime minister and the members of the club, so these are the group of words which act as a subject in this sentence. Okay, now this remaining part is the predicate part. This remaining part is the predicate part. So this is the answer we are looking for. Okay. Now in the next sentence, Soumya is a very beautiful girl. Okay, Soumya is a very beautiful girl. So Soumya is a subject here. Okay, is a very beautiful girl is the predicate part. So this is our answer. Okay. Okay, I hope you understand. Now you can identify the subject and the predicate by looking a sentence. Okay, I hope you understand. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in a comment box or you can message me directly. Okay, note. So there are some things to remember. By looking at these sentences, there is a beautiful garden in front of my house. Okay, it has been raining heavily since morning. There is a phone call for your father. Can you see the words there, it, there? Okay, uh, I bold these words. These above sentences don't have actual subjects. Okay, these sentences don't have actual subjects. Instead, they are dummy subjects. Okay, these are dummy subjects. Okay, so there is a beautiful garden in front of my house. It has been raining heavily since morning. There is a phone call for your father. Okay, so there, it, there, these are dummy subjects. Okay, these are dummy subjects. Now here come my friends and their parents. Okay, here come my friends and their parents. In our sentence, predicate part precedes the subject part. Okay, we have uh, we have seen it earlier, like so. Can you see here? Here come my friends and the parents. My friends and their parents is the subject. Okay, which is come after the predicate part. Okay, so it is not necessary that subject come first and predicates follows the subject. There are some cases in which the predicate precedes and the subject follows. Okay, like in this example. Okay, I hope you understand the basic concepts of grammar, like identifying the predicate, subject. Okay, so I have to conclude this class here. Okay, thank you. Happy learning.